Yo, 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 this is Sol, also known as SPL Gamma, also known as Spatial Gamma, also known as Grunt, your artist Team Skull Grunt. And guys, in this video, we are going to talk about Barry's special costume, or Cosplay Barry and the Heracross. And guys, this is the third out of 4 sync pairs that are coming in the April 2024 update. And this is a bug type. Now, we have had several bug types gotten upgraded in the last update. You know, Best Boy Nolan got his 6-star EX. And then we have Guzma, who has a little sync grid update. So do you need another bug type in your game? Well, in this video, we're going to try and look at his kit. So strap on your seatbelts as we begin our discussion. This sync pair comes out on April 12th. So that is this Friday. If you're living in the East, or if you're living in the West, that's probably April 11 evening. And this sync pair runs quite long until April 19. Why? Well, there are rumors, guys. There are rumors that there's going to be a part 2 of this costume event. You know, most of the costume events we've had 2 parts anyway. There are a couple of exceptions, but most of the cosplay events, like the detective thing, the tea party thing, most of them run quite a long time. And if there's gonna be a part 2 in the story that Absol-utely has shared, which I have not yet watched, by the way, there are rumors that Bryson might be coming out. And what better time to introduce Bryson Man than this time? And probably together with that, Sabrina's costume will also come out. I forgot what name. Bella, something. I forgot her name in the Pokestar Studios thing. But anyway, guys, after Barry, 2 days after, we have cosplay Celine, who I'm gonna make another video for that one as well. But 2 of the sync pairs are already out, and as Barry and Celine are costume scouts meaning they have their own tiered scout. If you want to spend money to get one guaranteed copy, that's 20,200 paid gems. Or if you want to go tier 5 and test your luck on a 25% pool, that is 7,700 paid gems. Other than that, you have a normal route, which you can go for and get some strike move candies. And yeah, that's basically it. So, other than that, he has a tech EX roll. So strike, if you 6-star EX him, he will be able to hit every single opponent in the opponent's field of play. And then by giving him his tech EX roll, you get to hit the enemy 1.5 times stronger with his sync move. What else could I say about this one? This is a mega evolving sync pair. So he has a Heracross, which can transform or mega evolve into mega Heracross. So if you're one to collect all the mega evolving sync pairs, this is one of them. Celine also has a mega evolving scissor. So take that as you will, and scout if you wish to scout. So let's begin. So this sync pair is, thank you by the way to Absol-utely, Lost Mode, and the Third Awakening for the infographics. I still don't have time because I come home really late every single day from work. So until then, I will be borrowing your infographics for the meantime. So this again is a striker. And this is a bug type that's weak to flying type. And if you mega evolve, if you use their sync move for the very first time, see how their stats increase. Their attack stat goes from 420 at level 150, goes all the way up to 504. That's quite high. And if you decide to 6-star EX him, that's going to be a plus 40, a little bit over than plus 40. And if you go for the EX roll, maybe the attack stat will go a little bit close to 600, not yet quite 600, but it's gonna be close to 600, which is gonna make him really, really strong. But there are disadvantages to Mega Evolving Sync pairs. And that is, if you look at the base power of their Sync move, it's only 160 to 192. Normally, this damage is at least 250 to 300, sometimes even 350 to 400, depending on the Sync pair, especially normal types got really high, base power. For Mega Evolving Sync pairs, the base power is only low, 160 to 192, which is sad, but it's not all about that. We have to check the multipliers, we have to check the DPS, we have to check everything. But yeah, that's about it. So, this attack or this Sync pair has 4. As usual, 4, but 3 attacks. Pin Missile hits the enemy 2 times to 5 times in a row. But with your passive skill, which is guaranteed triple, you are guaranteed to hit the opponent at least 3 times when you are still Heracross. And after Mega Evolving to Mega Heracross, that guaranteed triple will become no quarter, which will guarantee you maximum number of hits. That's 5 times in a row every single time you use Pin Missile. Nice! Entry attack up and speed up 2 at the start of the battle. You get to raise your attack stat and speed stat plus 2 stat ranks. And Piercing Gaze basically guarantees that your Pin Missile or Close Combat or your Buddy move will never miss, which is nice. Now, Close Combat normally lowers your defense and special defense -1, but later on you'll see in his Sync grid that he has a tile called Impervious, which means that you will not lower your defense and special defense just in case you want to go for fighting type DPS. And then you have your buddy move, Spiral Megahorn. This is activated if you use or if you hit the opponent 5 times in a row. So after Mega Evolving, you can use Pin Missile, you hit the opponent 5 times, then use Spiral Megahorn, then use Pin Missile, then use Spiral Megahorn, then use Pin Missile, then use Spiral Megahorn. The good thing about this one is that it hits every single opponent. It's a 4-move gauge attack, quite expensive, but it hits every single opponent and the damage will not be reduced. There's this thing called AoE penalty and it will not be subjected to this penalty. Every single opponent will receive equal damage and basically we do not have a lot of physical fighting type or physical bug type attacks that can hit every single opponent. If I'm not mistaken, there are no physical bug type attack that can hit everyone. Correct me if I'm wrong. But we have special attacks that can hit everyone like Struggle Bug. Struggle Bug just hits every single opponent, but Struggle Bug is quite weak. So Spiral Megahorn hits every single opponent with full damage every alternate turn, because one turn you want to use Pin Missile, the other turn you want to use Spiral Megahorn. And then you have your trainer move Going Ahead. It reduces your Sync move countdown -1. It raises your attack stat +2. That means your attack stat, including your passive skill, goes up to +4. And then it maximizes your critical hit rate and it gives you an Endure effect. Pretty okay. But it doesn't max out the attack stat. If you want to max out the attack stat, you have to get an MP refresh for Going Ahead. So that's basically it for this Sync pair at 1 copy. So 1 copy, you get a very strong bug type attacker, especially if you 6-star EX him and you EX roll him. That attack stat goes up to almost 600. And then you use Pin Missile. It guarantees you 3 attacks in a row if you haven't Mega Evolved yet, or 5 straight attacks in a row. Or you can use Close Combat so that you have a fighting type DPS Sync pair in your team. And then, if you decide to use Pin Missile, alternately, you can use Spiral Megahorn, or if you use Close Combat, that will take a couple more turns before you are able to use Spiral Megahorn, which hits every single opponent. Very strong bug type attack. Now, let's talk about his Sync grid right now. So, Sync grid options, this is one for Pin Missile. So we got ramming speed is his multiplier here for his DPS. Ramming speed, we have punishing strike too, so that we can lower the opponent's defense stat. And, you know, the lower the opponent's defense stat is, the stronger our attacks are gonna be, whether it's close combat, whether it's pin missile or B mega horn, it's gonna get stronger the lower the opponent's defense stat is. We have tripping strike just to lower the opponent's speed, make them slower. And then we have a trainer move MP refresh, so that we can max out our attack stat. Now, if you have him 5 out of 5, you can expand the energy requirement. You know, this is 60 energy, this requires 7 energy. So if you have 5 out of 5 or 4 out of 5, you can expand and get going ahead super preparation 9, or probably you can just remove this and just go for that one, 2 out of 5. And this will give you a super effective up next effect for your either pin missile or B mega horn or something. Make your next attack or your sync move 1.5 times stronger if you get this one. So that is for whatchamacallit, for a pin missile. Why we have one for close combat. I got impervious over here so that our stats cannot be lowered. And then we have close combat staggering 3. 40% chance of leaving the opponent flinching if you use close combat. And other than that, we also have super duper effective 5, which means our close combat will get 50% stronger or 1.5 times stronger if the opponent is weak to fighting type attacks. We have ramming speed over here, so that if our speed stat is raised, the higher the speed stat is, the stronger our attacks are gonna be. But remember, how do we raise our speed stat? Well, the only way we raise our speed stat is entry attack up and speed up 2. By the way, guys, I made a mistake. Because the passive skills actually trigger when you mega evolve. So, you know, at the start of the battle, you get to raise your attack stat and speed stat up +2. You use your trainer move, your attack stat goes up to +4. And after mega evolving, you trigger entry attack up and speed up 2 again, which means your attack stat is going to be maxed out. Your speed stat is going to be +4. So, my mistake earlier, I'm sorry about that. So, your ramming speed will do a little bit more damage. Probably we can remove this now. Going ahead, MP refresh 2 and just replace it with something like this. Or, you know, take it as you will, whatever you want. We can go for this one instead. Same thing for this one. Ramming speed. And this will just deal stronger fighting type damage. And your speed stat will be +4 over here. Now we have Sync Nuke. So this is our Sync Nuke build over here. We have Haymaker. We have Speedster Sync 9. The moment we raise our speed stat, our sync move will be 90% stronger. Haymaker, again, we have to max out our attack stat in order to maximize this. We can probably remove trainer move MP refresh 2. Just go for a defense +5 over here and get some other tile depending on you. And yeah, that is our Sync Nuke build. And if we check the damage, guys, so we can give ourselves super effective up next effect because of trainer move super preparation 9. And we have no bug zone. This sync pair does not bring in bug zone. Our speed stat, our attack stat is max. Our speed stat is raised. The opponent's stats are lowered to minimum. And then if we make him 6-star EX, calculate the damage, our sync move is gonna be 4,301,100. Or by mega evolving 6,451,650. And remember, he has an EX role, which is Tech. Tech basically multiplies our sync move damage by 1.5 times. And if you check the damage, that makes our sync move way stronger. 9,371,173, making him quite strong, even though his base power is not that powerful. At least it makes up for the nuking, for the multipliers they make up for it. Now, Spiral Megahorn over here deals 3,893,467. I want to check Spiral Megahorn for this one. So, Critical Strike 2, compute the damage, raise our speed stat. Opponent weak to bug type, we have Super Preparation 9, 6-star EX, and EX roll him. Calculate the damage. Our Spiral Megahorn is either 2 million something or 4 million something, which is not bad considering you can use this alternately, guys. Pin Missile, Spiral Megahorn, Pin Missile, Spiral Megahorn, Pin Missile, Spiral Megahorn. Every other turn, you're dealing this much damage to all opponents, whether it's just one opponent or 3 opponents, they should receive the exact amount of damage, which is very strong. But, we have had a lot of other bug types. So, let me compare him with the strongest nukers out there. Not Guzma, not Noland, but the strongest bug type nukers out there. One of which is Genesect. Signesut Hilbert and Genesect with these tiles. This is a 5 out of 5 tile with extra 10 energy. He can bring in 2 bug type rebuffs. He can give himself super effective up next. And I'm not sure if the opponent needs to be paralyzed or not. I don't think so. Calculate the damage. The damage is 17,244,000, which is quite far from 9 million something, 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 something. But take note that Signesut Hilbert is a Texing pair. Texing pairs hit just one opponent. He does not have an EX roll yet. So, you're hitting one opponent or you're hitting all opponents. Take your pick. Another Sing pair I have is Cosplay Ingo and Axelger. And giving him Critical Strike 2. This one can bring in Bug Zone. I think the opponent has to have their defense lowered and your evasiveness stat maxed out. So, calculate the damage. 6-star EX. He has no EX roll. The damage is also 17,981,000. So, a little bit stronger than Cosplay Hilbert, or rather Signesut Hilbert over here. But quite difficult to, accomplish these multipliers. You have to hit the opponent several times to lower their defenses. You have to raise your evasive stat to maximum. You have to bring in Bug Zone, and Bug Zone is not permanent. So 17 million, quite strong. And then we have Viola, who has just recently come out. So this is Holiday Viola. We have Static Shock 5. We have Power Play. And let's compute the damage. So this can bring in Bug Zone as well. This is, I don't think we can give ourselves super effective up next. We have 6-star EX. This is a Field Sync pair with an EX roll of Tech. Calculate the damage. The damage is 7,469,820. So not, if you compare her with this new Sync pair, Cosplay Barry. Cosplay Barry definitely much better because stronger and everyone just gets hit. But you can combine Viola or Holiday Viola. Give Cosplay Barry that Bug Zone. And with Bug Zone active, we calculate the damage again. With EX roll, the damage becomes 14,056,000. So, making yourself quite strong, or even 9,371,000 is still very strong. And remember, you can use Spiral Megahorn every other turn. This is this is Sync Nuke build. This is not even DPS. If we go for the DPS build again, which is this one, damage, bring in Bug Zone, and let's just give him that EX roll. The damage of your Spiral Megahorn, 4 million. Am I correct? Why is this stronger? 5,840,000. Then why is this weaker? Did I not give... Oh, super effective up next effect. We give it that. And remember, you cannot just bring in super effective up next easily. But anyway, 7,368,000. And if the super effective up next goes away, that goes down, but still very, very powerful, 4,912,002. So, good side about him, finally, we have a bug type that can hit everyone with a very, very strong body move. Physical damage that is not subject to AoE penalty. Good side. Bad side, we have had two bug types that have just come out recently. And although I love Best Boy Nolan, I know that probably is not the best for nuking the opponent. So let us check out Guzma right now and compare Towering Force, Catastrophe 2, and Sync Move power-ups. Let's just compute the damage that we can receive, give the opponent from these tiles. So what else can we give? Sync Move power-up, Sync Move power-up, attack plus 20. That should be very, very strong. Towering Force, defense max out. So this is something we can do. Tiles, we give him Critical Strike 2 over here. Damage and compute. So no bug zone. No super effective up next effect. 6-star EX. Calculate the damage. 3,507,000, which is not exactly that powerful. Now, if you look at it, comparing it with Cosplay Barry, old sync pairs just not that strong, just overshadowed by the newer sync pairs. That's power creep for you, and that's it. So, that is our discussion. So, if you want to scout for Cosplay Barry, go ahead, faves over the meta. I think he is meta for bug types right now, though. But first alt, or first new outfit for Barry, because Barry already has another sync pair, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, that's basically it. If you enjoyed this video, guys, make sure you hit the like button for me, as it really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And before I end, I would like to thank all the members of my channel, as usual, for all the support. Thank you guys so much. I think one of you guys donated something in my Streamlabs. I have no idea who you are. Thank you very much for the donation. You can also visit my coffee.com/SPLgum page to help me with my Animal Flow mentorship coming this October. My goodness, it's April and October is coming soon. It's time flies, time flies. And now we have a big Pokemon convention happening at the end of May, and I do not have a new cosplay yet. I'm gonna think about it. But I hope you guys watched or saw my Best Boy Nolan cosplay 6-star EX. And if you did, let me know also. Until then, that is it for a Barry and Heracross discussion. I'll see you in the next one. Rawr.